Prince Harry recently announced his engagement to Meghan Markle, a black woman. And with the announcement of Prince Harry's engagement to Meghan Markle, many of these Afro American Negro women who are a part of the swirl movement lost their minds. And they lost their minds because Prince Harry, a member of the royal family, decided he wanted to get engaged to this black woman. And for them, this is the ultimate testament to white men being interested in black women. And it proves their point that the ultimate God of all gods, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, is interested in black women. And that gives black women all over the world hope that they can actually get their own Prince Charming. When they look at this Prince Harry being with this Meghan Markle, they see themselves as having an opportunity to have a relationship with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. They look at this ultimate God, the ultimate God of gods, having a relationship with a black woman, and they see themselves having a relationship with that same white man themselves. Because when it comes down to this Afro American Negro female, she deifies and worships this white man. And she sees him as the God of all gods, and seeing one of their own, Meghan Markle, being engaged to them, makes them see this as the ultimate goal for themselves. Now, I know that many of these Afro American Negro women, they're going to be tuning in to that royal wedding come that day in 2018. Their TVs are going to be tuned to that royal wedding the way many white women 30, 40 years ago were tuned in to the wedding of Princess Diana and Prince Charles. This is their ultimate fantasy coming to life. It's literally like the ultimate Cinderella story for these Afro American Negro women. Now, you can argue that Meghan Markle is biracial because she was born of a black mother and a white father, but for the Afro American Negro female, she's black enough for them to be able to have their fantasy. Now, she's a black woman, but for them, this allows them to have the excuse to go and have their fantasy. Because in most cases, as it relates to this biracial female, most cases this black woman hates the biracial female. But in this case, she will make an exception to the rule because she wants to be able to have that ultimate fantasy of being able to say, a member of the royal family, a prince, has chosen a black woman over a white woman. This is the ultimate fantasy for them. This is the ultimate dream because to have the Prince of England take her out of Blackistan and take her into the royal castle, this is like a black female's wet dream come to life. This literally makes her panties soak up because she looks at this and she sees the ultimate fantasy come to life. This is her savior taking her out of Blackistan and taking her into heaven, the ultimate place. This is her kingdom. She's gone to heaven when she sees this Prince Harry making this engagement. Now I can take a more critical look at this Prince Harry, and I see a young, inexperienced guy who really does not understand his value as a man. Because when I look at your Prince Harry, I see a guy who, as I see it, really doesn't have that much dating experience or a guy who has that much experience with women. Because when I look at this whole situation, I see a guy who doesn't really know what he's getting into and doesn't really understand things as it relates to his own family. But you can't tell that to your Prince Harry, and you just like you can't tell this Afro American Negro female, this isn't a match made in heaven. For her, this is a match made in heaven. This is her ultimate dream come to life, and she sees a hope in her mind, especially these swirlers. These swirlers look at this and they see hope among all hope that they can get their Prince Charming and that their Prince Charming will whisk them away from the ghettos of Blackistan that they created all the way to the royal palace in England. Now, they're thinking that this is their ultimate dream come to life because that's what they see with this white man. This is what they see with the prince who was going to become the King of Kings in their mind and the Lord of Lords. This is what they see this Prince Harry as, and this is what they think they have an opportunity at. And this is the fantasy that they want to see come to life in a couple of months with their savior coming to rescue this black female. A black female, in most cases, they would not even claim if she was just some regular female on the street. But because she fits the story that what they want to tell about black women with white men, they're willing to make that exception to the one drop rule in this case. Because this fits their narrative and fits the story they want to tell, they're willing to give her a pass because they want to get access to the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and tell the fairy tale that makes them feel that they have some sort of chance of having a relationship with that King of Kings, that Lord of Lords, that God that they serve, and that God that they love, and above all others, and will forsake all others in their black communities to be with. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to try some of my books in the SJS Direct imprint, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.